To weather, I'm meteorologist Alyssa Heilman taking a look at temperatures that we're seeing right now along the lake. All of those temperatures into the 70s, well into the 70s, with temperatures getting up into the 80s for that high temperature of the day today. A little bit cooler near the lake than we're going to be in the rest of Michiana. That's typical as we get into this time of year and some of that lake water gets a little bit cooler. So those temperatures of the lake water impacting how warm they'll get along the lake, but a warm day nonetheless as we're in the middle portions of September. Green flags around, no wave concerns along the beach or again in Lake Michigan for the day. So beautiful day to get out to the beach if you can, or even go watch the sunset when you're done with work or school for the day today. Taking a look at our upcoming high temperatures that we've got in that forecast, we're seeing 80s around for the work week and even into the weekend, but well above average for this time of year for much of that work week, as 85 is around for your Wednesday, 86 for Thursday and for Friday. Down a little bit into the weekend, 80 degrees, but still above average, about 5 degrees above what we would typically expect to see this time of year. Look at our muggy meter. We felt a little bit of humidity the past few days and last weekend. Mostly comfortable air is around, a little bit of those dew points right around 60 degrees for today and through the work week. Maybe a peak up into a little bit of that humidity around 60, 65 degrees for that dew point into later portions of the weekend and into early next week. So expect to see a little bit of that humidity, but not the crazy muggy conditions that we felt for much of the summer. That's the good news in terms of that humidity. Look at our Notre Dame home forecast. They're back home, of course, again Saturday, 3:30 against Purdue. Temperatures going to be right around 80 degrees for kickoff, that high temperature of the day. Low rain chances are around, but they're pretty isolated, pretty spotty, so 20% for the entirety of that day as of now. Of course, as we get closer, we expect to see a better confidence in when that rain could occur. But a quick look at Future Track throughout your Saturday to show you how spotty that rain is expected to be. None of this specifically, don't look at the timing, but really just the spottiness, the isolatedness of those showers that we're expected to see throughout your Saturday. So they could be around during tailgating time and during the game, but as we get closer, we will have better confidence in what we expect to see in the rain for that day, for Saturday. Temperature compared to average chart, of course, showing the 80s that we already looked at in the high temperature, but compared to what we would normally expect to see, 75 degrees, well above average, 10 to even 15 degrees above average for your Thursday and for your Friday. Still above average into the weekend as temperatures drop down just slightly. We'll get a check of that 10-day forecast coming up in just a few minutes.